Greetings, creeps, and welcome to Convo Fango. Today, we are joined by the star of You're Killing Me, McKaley Miller. Yay!
Hi.
Is it just me, or do you want to say Smalls at the end of it sometimes? Is it hard to not go, You're killing me, Smalls?
You're
No?
killing me, Smalls. I did not think about that until right now. And now that's the only thing I'm going to think now when
I
I'm thinking
ruined it for you. I'm sorry. I just was
killing me,
curious if that's
Smalls.
in there.
I can't wait to text the group chat and be like, did you guys ever think about this? This is now the name of our movie.
You're welcome. My gift to you all.
Thank
You're
you.
very
We'll give you
welcome.
credit. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh, thanks. I don't need credit. I just need coffee. It's fine.
Great.
So You're Killing Me. We kind of get this like double mystery action happening. We've got a missing girl, but we've also got the mystery of like we think we know who did it, but we're not really certain that they did it. It's like very likely, but we don't have confirmation on that. So we've got this double mystery of like, who can we trust? Who should we be afraid of? And that's kind of like a fun little element to it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It is fun. There's a lot of like twists and turns throughout the whole thing. So you don't really know what to expect and you have no idea how it's going to end. That's one of the things that I loved so much about the script is I was like, okay, where is this going? How is this going to end? Where? And then it's just kind of like plot twist after what's going on. So it's fun. It keeps you on the edge of your seat the whole time.
I love that. And also I'm a sucker for like single location horror. And it's not that this takes entirely takes place in a single location, but I feel like when you got to do stuff in a single location, you got to get creative with it. And just the
Totally.
idea of being trapped somewhere and trying to figure a way out is always just like inherently terrifying, right?
Oh yeah, it's horrifying because, the whole night starts off at a party. So it's like anybody could get themselves into a situation like that where you just go to an innocent party thinking you're going to hang out with your friends and then uh-oh, now there's like a whole cat and mouse chase throughout this house and yeah, it makes it really exciting and very real.
I'm never going to another party again, by the way. So
Yeah.
thanks to this. Just kidding. I don't get invited to parties, but now I'm going to say I don't go because of this. I'm like, no, I don't
Yes.
really go.
I don't go because have you seen this one movie? Oh, traumatized me. Couldn't do it anymore.
Angel, were you even invited? You don't have to be invited to a high school party. Angel, why are you hanging out at high school parties?
Oh my.
It's fine. It's gonna go really well. I'm sure it's cool.
It's fine. It's fine.
This
It's
is
fine.
fine. Oh, I try to be a little bit in theme for you,
Oh, I love it.
a little heaven and hell party action.
Oh
So
my God, that's awesome.
my
I
wings
love
are built
that.
in. So
Did you make
I
that?
gotta. No. This is definitely not. I did not make
Oh,
this.
Beetlejuice. There
Yeah.
it is. I see.
Well, it was like a Star Wars situation with like the rolling credits review.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I love that sweatshirt. That's awesome.
This is a Vixen sweatshirt. That's it. That if you're interested in that.
Oh, Vixen.
I
Okay,
didn't
yeah.
come here to plug it. I really was just like, hey, I got flames.
Right. Yeah. No, I like it. I like it because all you see are the flames. So it's like, it's perfect.
On point. There you go.
There we go. Beautiful.
We see a lot of movies where you've got scenarios where that's like fairly good or average or at least decent people kind of faced with, having to make maybe kind of bad decisions to protect themselves. And that's always fun. But in this, we also get some kind of just, I mean, there's no better way to say it. They're just shitty people. They're shitty fucking people, and they're making shitty decisions to
Yeah.
protect themselves. What do you think is more fun to play? Like somebody who's like, I have a decent moral compass, and I'm having to like grapple with this factor of like, I'm just a shitty person, and I don't give a fuck, and I'm just making decisions to save my ass, no matter who I have to run over to do it.
That's so good. I don't think I've ever played a character that was a shitty character
Mhm.
that, really just made their own choices for themselves. So I think maybe that would be really fun to do. I
Mhm.
could tell Bryce, who plays Schroeder, was having a swell time playing this type of character. So I think that would be really fun. There were multiple times when we're shooting that I'm like, oh, God love Eden. God love her for her moral compass and her doing her proper choices. But like McKaley would be like, absolutely not. I'm out. I'm out. I'm so sorry. You take your phone. I'm so sorry I even took it in the first place. I'm out. Let me escape with my life. Like very selfish. So I think it'd be really fun to play a character that really only cared about themselves because I think that's more on brand for me.
Oh, really? Okay. I was thinking like, I know, yeah, it's fun. It's more fun to play because it's so far removed, but you're like, no, this is who I am.
It's like, fight or flight. And
Yeah.
Eden's very like, no, I'm gonna fight for what's
Mhm.
right. I'm gonna do the right thing. And McKaylee's like, flight, bye, bye, save myself.
Oh my God. I love
Adios.
that though. But
But so
no,
when
I
you're
think
watching, Yeah,
Yeah,
like a
it's always
conniving guy is cool. Yeah.
I'm always
Yeah.
watching thinking, like, of course you watch thinking like, okay, would I do this or would I have made a different choice? But when
Right.
you're playing the character, it's like it's you, but it's not you. So you're like, nah, I wouldn't have done that.
So hard. It's so hard.
So we
There's so
wouldn't have
many
a movie if it was McKaley locked in the house. There would be no movie. It would be a
There's
short
no
film.
movie. There's no movie. It would be so boring. And it would be, you know what the movie would be? The movie would be after the house because I would
Okay.
gather all the information I needed there and then I would
Mhm.
get out, take your phone, take all whatever. And then I would try to figure out after the fact, once I'm safe, okay, how now do I go get these people? You know, I'm sure the video's already deleted. I'm sure, you know, whatever. But I would do
Right.
it all after the fact, which is a way more boring. This is way more exciting.
But you kind of ensure that you can try it, that you have a chance to solve the mystery because you know you're leaving with your life. You know what I mean? So
Right. Yeah, exactly. You can't do anything if you're dead. So
right. That's always my thing. I'm
survival.
like, how can you be the most help to others? Well, you got to be alive, one.
Right. Got to be
Water
alive
your own
first
garden, which
foremost.
means you got to have a beating heart so you can be out there in the world solving mysteries.
Right. Yeah. Pretty much.
But props to Eden though, because I don't know, like half of that stuff. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I would have like pieced out, but I don't know. It's hard. It's
Yeah,
tough.
it is. It is really tough. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. I probably would have pieced out. Eden's great.
She just
Eden's
runs screaming down
crazy.
the
She
hall.
goes back for more. She goes back for round two. I'm like,
Yeah.
girl, you made it. Like,
There's something
ooh,
inside Eden where she's like, I'm thirsty for justice, and
yeah,
I want to maybe
yeah.
deliver a little bit more of
Which is
that on my
so
own terms.
badass of her and so admirable. And like, I think it's so cool. And that's one of the things about her that I love so much is I'm like, you're everything I wish I like was.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why it's fun to watch this shit because I'm like, am I going back to like, serve up a little justice of my own? No, that would be fantastic. I would love. But do you see
Right.
these arms? I mean, no. Like,
I got some nails I can maybe
yeah,
scratch.
these arms are
But
great for dialing 911. And I mean, I don't know.
right. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
But I love to live like vicariously through. I'm like, oh yes, okay, maybe kick a
Yeah.
little ass or something.
That's why movies are so great. That's why horror movies keep getting made because it's so fun to live vicariously through these characters in situations that you hope you are never in.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I like to think I'm like, I watch so many horror movies that I'm like, okay, I have a good idea of what I would do in these scenarios. But really it would probably be screaming and running in the other direction.
Oh, I had this girl stay with me one time, like a friend, and she was in my second bedroom, and it was like a sleepover, no big deal. And in the middle of the night, I hear screams, and it wakes me up, and I'm like, "What? Screaming? What is that?" And then I hear, "Help me!" I didn't grab my phone. I didn't, and it was sitting right next to me. It was right next to me. Nope, didn't grab my phone, didn't put shoes on, didn't even go into that room to see if she was okay. I bolted out the front door.
Out of the house.
I left. And I see her running out of her room towards me. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm like, what happened? What happened? And she like was like, what do you mean what happened? I was like, what did you scream? And she was like, oh, I get night terrors. I forgot to tell you. That must have just been a night terror. Scariest moment of my life. Everything was totally fine. But I literally got back into bed and I was like, good to know. I've watched so many horror movies and I always yell at the TV. You dropped your phone? Oh, you tripped? Oh, and I did all of those things.
All checklist.
I was like, I can never shit on a horror movie ever again because
Yeah.
I fully did everything that annoys me that characters do. But good to know. Good to know that's how I am.
Man, one, I'm never coming to a sleepover with you. Two, listen, if you have night terrors, this is a PSA. All of you for suffering with night terrors, you must, and I cannot stress this enough, must disclose this to anyone you spend the night with, ever.
Give a heads up. Give a little heads up. Yeah. Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
cool. Not cool.
Not cool. Totally just, yeah, was all for myself. Totally like, I can't even, and I've never been in a situation like that again, but I'm like, I would like to think that that was my first try. And now I know if something happens again, take the phone.
Grab a phone, grab a weapon. I don't know, maybe try to save your friend. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Honestly, this is saying a lot about me. Yikes. I promise I'm a good person.
Listen, I like to think that your like instinct was like, Gotta survive. No time for phone issues. Gotta survive. Get out so I can get help and bring back help to save my
Yes,
friends.
that's
That's where I was.
exactly my thought process.
You're
Yeah,
100%. That's where I
100%.
was going.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh my gosh. Um, Also, Anne Hesh is in this movie in what has to be one of her final roles. I think there's maybe like only 2 or 3 other movies coming out. So what was that like working with her?
It was great. She's such a light, and her and Dermot have just the most insane just chemistry and love, and they've been old friends. And so it was really special to get to watch them sort of create and work together and just learn from them. But she was just such a fun, vibrant light of a human. And yeah, we all feel very lucky that we got to spend some time with her before her passing.
Yeah, she gets to do some pretty interesting things in this. It's a fun
Yeah,
role. I feel like we get to see a lot. It's a little bit of like a playground for her, I feel like. So it was nice to see
totally.
that as like,
And
okay, this is one of fun.
yeah, and it was so fun because, not to spoil anything for people who haven't seen it, but her and I have sort of a fun scene together. And it was really fun for her to watch her come in and go, okay, how comfortable are you with this? What can we do? Like, how can we play? And I was like, yeah, let's go. Let's do this. And she really just grabbed the bull by the horns and was just so excited to like tackle sort of a more physical scene. And it was really fun to work with her.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you've also you've been in the horror realm a bit. You did Ma, Charmed, okay, Scream Queens.
Yes. Yes. That's true. I forgot I played a ghost in Charmed. I totally forgot about that.
You forgot that you Charmed.
I was a dead girl. Yeah.
Are you a horror fan, or do you just happen to get horror roles, or do you like to play horror movies?
No, I love horror movies. That's always been my favorite genre, ever since I was a kid. And I just more like the older I've gotten, the more I've been able to play more in the horror world. And I love it. It's such a contrast because I usually do comedy typically. Like I've grown up sort of in the industry doing more comedies or dramedies. And it's been really fun to sort of dip my toe into the horror world because it's such a different process. And I love it. I love that I'm able to just kind of go back and forth and do both. And I love that I've been able to do that. I've been very lucky to be able to kind of experience all different sorts of genres, but I love the horror world. I love it.
How about horror comedy next up?
Oh, I'm so into that.
Yeah.
I'm so into a horror comedy. That's kind of how I feel like Ma was a little more of the horror comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was fun to do something like this that is not funny and it is very scary and suspenseful. And yeah, there's just something so fun about night shoots and crawling through mud and crying for 4 weeks straight,
Sounds like, sign me up. What kind of summer camp is
Yeah,
that?
right?
Yes, please. Take all my money
great.
now.
Yeah.
Would you like to crawl through the mud and cry for 4 weeks straight? Yes, please.
I know. That's how I knew something was wrong with me because they were like, it's gonna be really physical and you're not gonna sleep a lot. And I was like, yes, yes. Okay,
So more roles like that. That's what we're conjuring up for you then. Okay, cool.
Yes. Yeah, we're manifesting that.
No sleep, all mud, all tears. Boom.
Yeah. What is wrong with me? I should break that down with my therapist.
Do you want to tell us what some of your favorite horror movies are? Do you want to share some like all-timers with us? Yeah.
Yeah. Hereditary.
Nice.
Way up there. It is my favorite to watch Hereditary with people who have not seen Hereditary before.
Okay.
Oh, I love it. Beetlejuice is a big one.
Yeah. Okay.
Love. And one of my favorites since I was a kid that I didn't ever classify as a horror movie until my adulthood, Coraline.
Okay.
The animated one.
Yeah.
Was always my like comfort movie, like my favorite movie in the whole wide world. I used to watch it, I mean, probably twice a week. And then I sort of like rediscovered it as an adult, like with my friends, like, hey, let's have a movie night. What should we watch? Guys, let's watch Coraline. And I will never forget turning it on for the first time and finishing it. And a group of my friends were like, that was your favorite movie when you were 12? That's real. This is scary, McKaley. Oh, yeah. You know what? It kind of is. Kind of is. Good point. So yeah, that's Coraline, Hereditary, Beetlejuice.
That's a solid trifecta. You were a creepy kid and you didn't know you were a creepy kid. So
Didn't even know.
welcome. I'm here to induct you officially into the Creepy Kids Club. Join us.
Beautiful. I love it. Now I'm a creepy adult. I love crawling through mud.
There you go. That's it. Listen, you're a creep. McKaley, I've come here today to let you know you're a fucking creep. Congratulations.
Yes. I love the stamp of approval. I love it. I'm in.
Certified creep.
Yes, made it.
I just had to do like a last minute half-ass Halloween costume over the weekend for a film festival.
Oh yeah.
Because I was like, it's New Orleans, it's hot. I don't want to put any face paint on. I need to be able to pack it. I don't want to have to go out and get a bunch of stuff. So I did Hereditary Hail Paimon, and people were very excited about it. All white. People were like, Hail Paimon. I was like, oh, wait, what? That's me.
Oh my gosh. Wait, that's so creative.
It was a repeat costume, but yeah, I'm like, it's so easy. You see some Band-Aids, a hoodie, like a construction paper crown, boom, done.
Yeah, genius. That's so brilliant. That is so brilliant.
So now I got to see your version. Now you got to do your.
I know. I'm like, hey, keep that in mind for Halloween next year. I'm like, what a great idea. Easy, quick.
See, there you go. If I see that for this Halloween, I'm gonna be like, yes, I'll be so excited that you did it.
Yeah, I inspired that.
Inspired by Fangoria.
Love it.
It's like the More You Know logo and just a little inspired by it, like a little rainbow cross.
So cute.
One last question for you.
Yeah.
If you got to choose your kill song, like you're just going on a killing spree, what song would you want just like blasting over that?
Why on earth did and I read so why was that the first song that just started playing?
Because it's in your soul. That's the one. It's you had your
answer. Duran Duran?
That is Flock of Seagulls.
There we go. Flock of Seagulls. Or yep, okay. Yep, that works.
You go with that? Okay, yeah.
That's what my brain went. So
you had that answer very fast. Like
I was like, if I think about this for too long, I will forget every song that's ever existed ever. Yes. Too much pressure. So just quick, what's in my head? God, I haven't even heard that song in like months. I don't know why. I'm going with it. I'm sticking with it.
Oh, final answer.
Final answer.
Boom. Done. Lock it in. Lock it in.
Done.
Survey says yes. That's a great answer. All right.
Great. Thank you. Appreciate
Can't you just see it though? I'm like, yeah, that's a good one. I like it.
Yeah, because it starts off a little ding, 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 ding. Yeah. And, you can really just ramp up. Yeah.
Yeah. Here for it.
We're gonna hang up and I'm gonna be like, that was so dumb, and think of 25 other ones that are so much better.
I actually really like.
Wait, I changed my answer.
Oh, wait, can we record that one again? Don't publish that. I really like when there's like a juxtaposition, like Violent Night. It was like Christmas songs and like the most horribly violent shit happening, and I'm like, I love that contrast. It's so fun. So like 80s pop and a kill scene.
I love that. Or is it Insidious that does all of the like 50s, like tiptoe? That's really fun too.
That is chilling though. When I hear this, I'm like,
Yes, I love those. I love like what's traditionally supposed to be happy. You're right, like Christmas, 50s, 80s, like, you know, the pop of that mixed with blood is yeah. That's very fun.
Like I said, you're a creep. All right.
Yes.
McKaley, this has been awful. You guys can check out You're Killing Me.